Alright everyone, it is time for another alt tech update. There are a couple of links in the description. I'm also going to pin them in a comment, which is that I've now surpassed 83,000 subscribers on Bitchute, and I'm fast approaching 10,000 on LBRY. I may begin at that point, or shortly thereafter, to begin making LBRY exclusives as well. I know that I disagreed with one of their tweets a few days ago, but by and large, the search works, the service processes things relatively quickly. There's no reason not to, because at this point I'm looking at a situation where I'm one of the biggest names in the alt tech sort of thing. Large presence on Minds as well. I can't remember how many tens of thousands of people follow me on Gab also. Because of the fact that there are so many viable alternatives to mainline tech, it would be completely dumb not to make use of that capability that really didn't exist as little as a couple of years ago. The last time this sort of thing was attempted was sort of the VidMe Hatreon era. Of course, the latter getting massively deplatformed. They didn't have, I guess, a backup processing system in place quickly enough. Whereas Subscribestar has managed to take the basic concept, elaborate upon it, and has managed to make ends meet. They're apparently in no risk of being fucked over. VidMe collapsed. That was ironically a Reddit-backed platform because they refused to get into politics, and they basically just Redditized YouTube. Well, it didn't really work. Towards the end there, they were mainly trying to wine and dine gamers to get them on board. A bunch of German gaming figures started making content. Dude, Adpocalypse, I believe, the first one, which was a dim memory at this point. But Bitchute has grown. LBRY has grown. These two sites alone are now fairly beefy in the amount of content that's there. I'm going to begin focusing, I think, more on my alternative presences. I might start making a 5th video a day, or I might move one of my 3 videos a day from YouTube to LBRY if I decide not to make additional content, just making an exclusive. I'm also thinking of Brighteon. Brighteon is a viable platform. There are a couple of problems that they need to work out, namely the manual upload checking. I think that should be suspended for larger users, because otherwise there's no incentive for me to share things out because it's 5-6 hours after I've made it, and that doesn't really make sense. I suppose if I was on the US time zone, it would probably be better. I'm assuming that the people running are in the probably East Coast US. Anyway, it's I think a big win. This means that, even if I were completely lambasted, let's say that tomorrow Joe Biden personally tweets out that I'm a bigot and I need to go, and so Twitter and YouTube and all these groups ban me on false pretenses or something. And they've done this to other people. I don't expect that to happen, but it's always a distant possibility. Let's say that happens. It doesn't really matter. You can just watch me elsewhere. It's not going to interrupt my coverage at all. All of the material is already backed up on multiple platforms, not just Bitchute and LBRY, but it's on Dailymotion and has been for years. It's on Brighteon now. Most of the non-political content I backed up there before I began uploading political content. It's still there. It's still searchable. Hell, these sites are increasingly searchable even on like Google search results. Sometimes you have to put in the company name, but the material's there. It's fully functional. Getting up towards, 12 million views on Bitchute. I don't know how many on LBRY. One thing these sites need to do is branch out more into analytics. User analytics, so that you can see sort of, where you are, the metrics of growth and ads if you're taking them and so forth. But I like them both. They both got a lot of interesting content. I'm following a bunch of people on LBRY and on Bitchute. And you should join me there. Again, link in the description, and I'll pin a comment there as well to both of them. I do current events and news and stuff like that, and I think that if people want to watch that content, they should have the right to watch that content. I don't think mainline tech firms, for any reasons other than legal ones, should be able to ban anybody. The idea that they're fully private companies is completely legally wrong under established U.S. law and under any reasonable interpretation of the First and Fourth Amendments. I choose not to be silenced. Ain't nobody gonna shut me up. That's about all. Peace out.